Give it one more time for Chase. Yeah, all right, dope. I had a weird week this week. It started off kind of weird. I had to go to the doctor, and there's a new doctor. And she was asking like a bunch of new doctor questions. She was like, Mr. Jones, can you smoke? And I was like, yeah. She said, oh, okay, Mr. Jones, do you smoke tobacco? I was like, no. So, oh, Mr. Jones, do you smoke marijuana? I was like, yeah. And so she asked me, Mr. Jones, how frequently do you smoke marijuana? And without even thinking about it, I was just like, I smoke weed every day. Yeah, I'm glad y'all laughed. She did not. I did that joke at like a conference in a room full of doctors, and they didn't laugh either. And now I don't think doctors are into Nate Dogg. I don't think they're into it. Here's some stuff you can know about me. I love sitting outside on the balcony. It's like my favorite thing ever. I love to do it. Just sitting outside on the balcony is how I spent the entire quarantine. I love sitting outside the balcony so much, I realized I could never be a civil rights leader, so I would get shot immediately. Just immediately. Okay, in the back, you get it. No, like MLK had to know people looking for him. Call the balcony was just too strong. I'm saying I hear that. That's what I'm saying. I hear the call. I drive a Mini Cooper. And I know you're thinking like, oh, but they make like bigger cars. They do. I don't drive the bigger one. I drive a very small Mini Cooper. It's a dope car. You should look into it. It's a lot more space than you can imagine, obviously. When I was like looking at cars, like they showed like a Jeep, and I was like, that's nice. And then I saw the Mini Cooper over the corner, and I was like, yo, that does not look like the type of car a big black dude gets out of. Tell me about this car. Now speed everywhere. It's dope. It's amazing. Never get pulled over. It's the best thing ever. I can have a trunk full of cocaine. No one will know. By the way, the trunk could hold a brick of cocaine. It's just big enough. If Joe Biden gets a second term, I feel like he's going to be the first president ever to be assassinated by time, right? Okay. I'm going to say this thing. I need y'all to be like, this is a safe space for me, I hope. Because I don't live in Bellingham. I'm not going to come back. I voted for Joe Biden because I fully expected him to die midterm, right? I was like, all right, he's going to go. We spent so much time talking about vice presidents. I just thought, like, okay, we're picking the next person by proxy, right? And I thought there was this other like black woman behind him because that's like the only way we're going to get a black lady president. A white man has to die. It's the only way we move forward. And it still hasn't happened. He's holding. It's like COVID. He's just shaking hands with dignitaries from all over the world. Just it's like he just like okay. So obviously like they're polling, and I'm registered as an independent. Not because I'm voting Republican ever, because you. But I just want Democrats to feel like I have to work for it, right? And so like I got a call from Poland, and they were like, "Hey, are you worried about the presidential election?" I was like, "Yes, I am. Like, can we count your vote for Joe Biden?" And I was like, and they're like, "Okay, what can we do? What can Joe Biden do to get your vote?" And I was like, "Can he start smoking Newports? Can he just like weekly bungee jumps? I just need him to show a commitment to getting out of here. I just want Joe Biden to move the country forward by dying. That's all I'm saying. That's uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's weird. We can move past that. Ever since the pandemic ended, I started going to ways, getting in, work back out, whatever, we out here. Ever since that happened, I've been doing this thing where if I see a baby with a couple of baby, I run up, I grab the baby, and I lift it into the sky as high as I can hold it. I went later when my friends are like, "What do you know about raising children?" I can be like, "Well, I've raised a few." So yeah. I'm not endangering children. Unless you have a baby, and My hands are very big, I can hold it. There was this thing on the news, I don't know if y'all saw it. It was actually kind of interesting to me. There was a herd of cattle that was stampeding towards like a wheat farm. And it was actually like a really big deal. And the news were like talking about it, and they had an expert who was like trying to explain why we should care. You know, he was like on the side. And finally, like, you know, the anger kept going back to him. He got irritated. And he goes, well, Bill, can you tell us again why people should be concerned about the cattle? And then Bill was like, look, I don't think you understand. The stakes have never been this high. It's a stake. Okay, cool. I'm not going to explain it, dude. There we go. Yeah, nice. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. Yeah. Let's give her a moment. Yeah. She can catch up. No, you're good. No, you're good. This latest break for me personally. That's why I tell each other, just wait for that one person like, oh my God. It would have been worse if you had like gotten home and like walked in and like, oh my God, the stakes were too high. And just fell off. Way worse. I used to be an ESL teacher in Korea. I did it for like 3 years. It was the best thing to do in my life. I'm like, super happy about it. And when I did, I was trying to connect with my kids, right? Like I was just trying to find something they like. So I ate a bunch of like food that I had never had before. Which, by the way, if someone tells you something spicy and it's Korean, just like believe them. It is. It's too much. I thought I could take it. I was like, whatever, give it to me. And then 5 minutes later, I was just on the floor, just in the field position, like crying. And they were like, yeah, that was a 4. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? And so like, I found this one thing. First of all, K-pop I don't like, but I found Korean hip-hop. And one of my students knew I love Korean hip-hop, so he like gave me tickets to a concert. I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of what happened at this concert. Real quick, when I walked in, the first thing that happened is someone pointed and was like, Ice Cube, and just walked off. And I hurt my feelings at the time. I had a fro and a beard. I was like, damn, I do look like Ice Cube. It's an appropriate roast. So I'm at a concert, and I'm like dancing. I'm at like, my favorite group. The name is Aslan Depot. They're like really going to town. And here's the thing you know about Korean hip hop. I was there in 2014, and every song I heard made it sound like the world ended in 2008. So like every song was like 2002. It was like, and then they start rapping to a song from 2002. I was like, what's happening? And then like I started like doing the Dougie. And they're like, oh, what is that? What dance is that? I was like, y'all haven't seen 2009. Okay. So I'm dancing. You know how like when you dance, like you close your eyes, you just kind of like, get lost, right? Like I do. So I'm like, I'm losing it. And then sometimes you do that, like you close your eyes and shit is like great. You open your eyes and shit is not great, right? We've had that happen. I close my eyes, shit is great. I'm dancing. I open my eyes, the music stops. All the lights are on. And then on the stage is the Jumbotron. And on the Jumbotron, it's just me. It's me. On the Jumbotron. And like, I had a friend who spoke Korean, because the people on stage are like talking Korean, they're like pointing at me. And I'm like, okay, I don't speak any of the language you're saying. My friend who spoke Korean ran up, she's like, oh, okay, don't get mad. I said, okay, nope. Too late, I'm already here. I'm mad now, because you tell me don't get mad, I get mad. That's how it works. And she's like, no, here's what you need to know. They're just saying that they saw you dancing to their music, and it made them feel validated. They were like happy to see a black person enjoy their rap. And I guess what I need to tell you is I'm a tastemaker in Korea now. Yeah, and I'm making careers. With my dance moves, they're amazing. I did another thing in Korea when I was there. I was a teacher, and my favorite class was a thing called speech battle. So you gotta know what it is. They had 3 teachers, and we had 9 kids. And we took kids who did not speak English as their first language and had them give speeches to each other. It was super cute, honestly. But they made it into a really big deal. So we were like in a stadium or like an arena for like 12,000 people with like these little kids who don't really speak English and their parents and all their families. It's big. It's really, really big. Also, I would see some strangers who are just there to watch kids for some reason. Which is weird. It's weird. It's very weird. I was weirded out by it. I was like, is it just because I'm American? And no one said anything. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And so like the day before, we had to like do a walkthrough because they had like a whole production, these cameras and everything. The day before, they were doing a walkthrough, they had like another Jumbotron. And as we do the walkthrough, they're like flashing up like the teams and the team names. So they flash the teacher's face first, and they're like, Corey, Team Red. And was like, all right, cool. By the way, just a side note, Corey Brown, that's who that is. If you know him, tell him that Jaden said, go fuck yourself. He knows why. He'll know why, don't worry. If you're in California, you get something Corey, this is a weird aside. It's like, yo, Jaden said, fuck yourself. Like, yeah, got it, thank you. All right. Then they flash the next teacher, like, Liam, purple team. And they showed my face, like, Jaden, black team. I was like, hold on. Why am I the black team? And I said it jokingly. I was just joking. Obviously, I'm fine with being the black team. But I said it jokingly, and the faculty manager heard it, and she had never experienced race before, because I don't know if you've ever been to Korea, but like everyone in Korea is Korean. Yeah, okay, we get that, right? Okay, that's how it works. And so she runs up, and she's like crying. She's like, oh my God, Jay, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you want to be black. Did not make the situation better. And I got this weird headspace where I was like, yo, I could choose not to be black. I could be white team. Seems amazing. I've never had anything built for me. I would love to see what that's like. My credit score would improve immediately. One person was like, oh, no. No, so I ended up saying black team, by the way, obviously. Well, that's good, not obvious, but I mean, I didn't change to a white person. Anyway, I ended up saying black team. And by the way, we won 8-1. This motherfucking black excellence. Here's what you need to know. Yeah. Here's what you need to know. The very last guy, we were 8-0. I'm sitting behind the judges. I'm really having a moment. Again, like, I'm coaching out. Like, yo, coach of the year. Y'all don't know. You can't see me, whatever. It's like, oh, the kids did win. Couldn't be me. I'm really having a moment. And so my last kid is up. He's my ringer. He's like the best. I know he's the best. I'm like, I put him last on purpose. Here we go. 9-0, baby. He goes up. He's giving this speech. He's killing it. I see one of the judges lean over to the other one. And they go, you can't let the black team win the ball. And he loses. And in that moment, I was like, should have been the white team. No one says it about the white team. No one says it. Put one all. And the little kid, he was so sad. He came up to me. He had like tears in his eyes. He was like crying. Because all the kids were like making fun of him. I was making fun of him too because he fucked up my record. We were so close. He came up to me and was like, I did it right. Wasn't the speech good? Wasn't this good? Like, did I do right? I was like, look, first of all, you were 4 to 5 times better than everyone else out here, and you should know that. But unfortunately, that shit doesn't matter with the black team, and that's what happens to Mo. The Corey rolled his hair, he's black now, super dope. I was walking down the street, and this guy saw me and pointed at me. He was like, hey man, I'm playing chess, not checkers. So I hit him in the head with a pipe. So I'm playing flute. It's a better game. It's a much better game. I love that joke. It's actually one of my favorite jokes. I told it at this one thing I was at, and this guy came up to me afterwards and was like, yo, I love that flute joke. I was like, that's dope. And he was like, I was surprised when you told it. I was like, okay, well, what surprised me about it? He was like, I was surprised when you told it because I didn't think black people played flute. I was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I didn't think black people play flute. And I was like, you told me there's a game where someone gets murdered, we don't call the cops. We just lock the doors, get some cars, some bikes, and figure this shit out. You don't think we've ever played that game? We played flute. We didn't call it flute, we played it. Fun fact, that person, black guy. Yeah, you all thought it was a white guy, right? No, it's a black guy. We play flute every week, it's dope. Me and him, the little kid from Korea, we all play flute every week. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a story that I don't really tell a lot of people, and I'm sure I'm going to have to judge me. I know we had the whole body thing, this is a little bit more personal. So when the vaccine came out, right, people were like, aren't you worried about putting something in your body you don't understand? I was like, I don't think you understand what I do to myself on a regular basis. I put a lot of stuff in my understanding. There's a lot. Like, here's some stuff you can know about me. I will eat food that falls on the floor. I don't care. I'm fine with it. If you're like, that's gross, I've eaten way grosser things. It's not even top 5. Number 6 of things I've eaten that was gross, a girl threw up her hand, I licked it off. Number 6. I was on a mission. You gotta understand. You get it. Right here. You get it. He gets it. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'll tell you the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life, the worst thing ever. And for you to know this, you have to know what a cicada is. I don't know if you know what cicadas are. They're these bugs, they're giant. They're orange and green, and they sleep for like 17 years, right? But then for like 2 weeks, they wake up and they fuck like crazy and they die. They're everywhere for 2 weeks. It's like a Rick and Morty episode. It's really weird. And, like dogs, cats, other things eat them all the time. And I was with a friend, and I'm in East Tennessee at this place called Greenville. I was there for a party, because again, I was young, trying to get laid, whatever. And so like, as I'm there, my friend is watching like dogs and cats, we're on the porch just watching them eat all the cicadas. And my friend's like, yo, check this out. He grabs a cicada, pops it in his mouth, eats it in front of him. Live, right? And then he's like, I dare you to do it. Here's something you know about me. If you walk up to me with a gun, like, yo, give me your wallet. I'll say, go fuck yourself. You have to shoot me for it, right? But if you're like, yo, I dare you to give me your wallet and get it back. I'm like, all right, okay, let's go. I'm down for it. I'll do it. You can't dare me to do stuff. I will do it. He dared me to eat one. I grabbed 2. I shook them together like dice. I put them in my mouth. And I don't have regrets in my life, is what I tell myself, but I do regret that I bit down. And it's just bug guts. My mouth is just full of bug guts. It is the single grossest thing I've ever had in my life. But again, you can't dare me to do something. And masculinity is toxic. So I just swallowed. I was like, whatever. So then after I do that, and I'm just trying not to throw up, I'm trying to play it down to like, they're not even that bad. I bet I could cook these and people would eat them willingly. And he was like, no, you couldn't. And I was like, say that again? He was like, no, you couldn't. I was like, let's go. We go to Walmart. And we go to like the confection section. It's like right next to Confederate flags, super easy to find. And I get confection sugar, I get funnel cake batter, I get chocolate, and I think, is that everything? Oh, and then also I get rum. So I go back, I catch 20 cicadas. I freeze them, because I'm not a monster. I humanely kill them. And then after I freeze them, I soak them in the rum, right? All right, see where this is going. I batter them in funnel cake batter. I deep fry them, because again, I'm from the South. I get the chocolate. I cover it with chocolate. Good. Starts like a dessert, right? Powdered sugar, because I believe in presentation. And then I put them on a nice little dolly, right? On a nice little plate. And I go to that party I'm going to. That's party favors. And then my friend, because he's a little bit of a devious genius, he wrote on a little sign, 17-year chocolates. Now, in our heads, we're like, you'll read the sign, think 17-year chocolates, this might contain something that is flying throughout the air that I'm running into that's everywhere, that comes back every 17 years. This might have bugs, is what we thought. No one thought that. Everyone was like, ooh, chocolate, and just started eating. So here's what happened. We put them out. I forgot I did it halfway to the party. So I'm just like having a good time. I'm like dancing with this girl. And all of a sudden I hear someone say, oh my God, there's a bug in my chocolate. And I hear someone else say, there's a bug in my chocolate. And I look over at the table where the little plate was, and there's only like 2 of them left. And there's a crowd gathering around the plate with like a little plastic fork. And there's like breaking into it, like, there's bugs in all these chocolates. Who brought these? I look at my friend, he's just over in the corner, posing like an REI mannequin. And everyone's like trying to figure out who brought them. And then my friend just takes off running. And I realized in that moment, I'm a black man in Greenville, Tennessee. I don't know anyone here at this party, except for the person who just ran. And I have just fed everyone there. Funnel cake batter, rum soaks, chocolate covered, powdered sugar sprinkled, bugs. I fed everyone there bugs. And I don't think they're gonna take kindly to the presentation. So I just ran We like looped and duped it out of there, just dukes and hazard. Drove 5 hours back to where we lived, and I've never been back to Tennessee. Okay, did I get the light already changed and I just missed it? No, cool, all right, let's keep going. I was at the not gas station, I was at the grocery store, and I don't know how the grocery store experience was for y'all during the pandemic. It was actually very weird for me. I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm very tall. Well, actually, I'm not very tall. Travis is very tall. I'm sort of tall. I'm lightly tall. And the problem with being like this and being tall is that like people want to talk to you all the time. And it's not your fault. I get it. You see a tall person, you're like, oh shit, let me just ask questions of them. Because he can see more than me. Eventually, I get it. But it's weird, especially like mid-pandemic when we both have on masks. I just want to get this chicken, bro. I'm just trying to get out from the line, and this dude was standing next to me, and so I had this whole thing planned out. I was going to grab my shit, I'm the self-checkout line, boop, boop, I'm gone. This guy who was in front of me turned and looked at me, and he had a mask, but it was made from like a MAGA hat, so it was like and it was stupid, so it was upside down, and so I had to like look at it and figure out what it was. I was like, what the fuck is VG? Oh no. And at that point I was too late, because he saw me looking at it, he was like, ah! And I was like, fuck. And so then I was like, and I was like, I went straight. He was like, shame what they're doing to Trump, huh? God damn it. And I fucking talked to this dude. And I thought maybe if I just pretend like I didn't hear him, right? I was like, what I'll do is I'll hum. So I was like, just humming Negro spirituals in my head. Will the circle be huh? And then finally like, shame what they did to Trump, huh? So then I'm like, all right, fine. Have to have this conversation. All right, cool, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use judo to redirect his questions so that then he will think something different. That's how stuff works, right? That's how I'm gonna end racism. This guy right here, right now. I know I can't do it. I know I don't have the ability to do it, but I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. So here we go. So I said, why do you think I would care about Donald Trump? And he said, because of everything he's done for the black community. And I was like, God damn, that was easy. I was like, oh my God, you're here already? Cool, I got you. So I looked at him and I was like, name one thing Donald Trump has done for the black community. He didn't pause. He was like, Trump killed hurricanes. Damn, name 2 things. Cool, we're hurricane fans? Cool. All right, I'm in on this because y'all did not enjoy that. I am a very naturally sweaty person. I think you may have noticed that when listening. And I sweat all the time. It's something this is something that happens. I was in a lift in Hawaii, and this was like pre-pandemic, and I was doing comedy, and then like how comedy works is like you go one place, you do comedy, you go someplace else, you do comedy. That's how that works. So I'm going from the other place, and I'm in the lift, I'm really sweaty, and I get in, the lift driver sees how sweaty I am, she turns the air conditioner on, and then she puts like a blanket over her arms. I'm like a full blanket, and I felt weird, so I was like, how are you driving with a blanket? Also, like, we just roll the window down, I can just sweat, it's okay. So I tell her, look, you don't have to do this, we can just roll the window down, I can be sweaty, it's fine, I'm not that bad. And she said, oh no, the blanket isn't because I'm cold, because I don't want to get my skin darker. And then she gasped and looked straight ahead. And I was like, wait, what was this? What just happened? And then I had this whole moment where I had to like, try to figure out if that was racist in a car. I don't know if y'all had to do that. I'm trying to suss out racism in a car. Just sit next to someone like, okay, so are you racist? And it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. I'll be honest with you, I did the only thing I could think of in the moment. I just farted in the car. And not like that super cool, like I'm getting out of the car, like, bow, deal with that racist. No. We had like 15, 20 minutes before we got there. And it was bad, because I've been in Hawaii for about like 3 days. All I had was glue pork the entire time. You can imagine that fart. It was bad. I regretted it the minute I let it go. I was like, this was a mistake. I should have done this. And she didn't say anything. And when I got out of the car, she was like, have a nice day. And I was like, oh, she wasn't racist. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I may have left the racist a 5-star review on this. I may have. But I wrote might be a racist, but just fart and she's not. And it's cool, it's cool. My name is Javann Jones. Y'all have a good night.
Good job, everybody.